Need some scrum strength and contact prep? Here's some exercises from our recent podcast with ex-pro, S&C coach and osteopath Jonathan Phipps. Enjoy.
So this is a strengthening a strength training exercise. So that's Alpha on the right. Would you believe? In his younger days, a bit more hair. You'd be working your arms into there, in through the arms to try and get in behind the head. And there's another angle which it should go to in a minute. So it shows you where the hand position is. So you're pulling down on the head, and you're working together in some respects. You're trying to get them to work hard as well as work hard yourself. That's quite a good one from a warm-up perspective. We used to use quite a bit.
And do you want that coming straight through?
It's coming straight down, really, because at the moment this is still a warm-up thing. They look like they're grimacing and having fun there, don't they? You're trying to get the head to work, but you're also integrating the shoulders into that as well, because you're creating that compression from both arms coming through. It makes quite a big difference. And it was more about the scrum stuff. So it was more about getting that isometric strength, which again, this next one is very, very similar. Most of these are what's termed isometric. So, from a muscular contraction perspective, you're holding those positions rather than moving the neck. Again, there you can see that press-ups on top of people's necks. What we used to do there, and that I think it's Mafu Fear closest to us. Again, pretty well decorated prop. So you shorten your neck first. You're then getting into that position before they put the pressure on, and then it's about sustained control. So the people underneath have to work really hard, keep that position. So again, when you're doing the press ups, you're going to be moving a little bit from side to side. It's not. It looks like it's straight down, but it's a little bit more than that. We used to use quite a lot of that.
Have you tried that one where they've actually got their knees off the ground and they actually have to?
No. Have you had a go at that then?
No, I'm quite curious to see whether.
Yeah,
I think you might actually have to be quite strong to hold that position.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, we did find. I've got some videos in a minute where we did it in Spain with some not as strong people, and it is tough. So you have to be really competent at doing press ups. Most of the guys doing these videos were academy full-time guys, so they did a lot of stuff. So that's that one, and then we also, like I was saying, some generic stuff. So this one. Again, this is a good warm-up one. This is basically a plank, but upright. And the idea of this is actually, although there you go, see, he's not alternating. He is making it a little bit random. So you have to work quite hard in that position, which again translates into scrummaging, translates into most weightlifting, really. And that sort of one there. And then there's another one where you actually do the same thing, but you do it on the biceps.
Bicep drill.
So you are holding out there. So again, your fulcrum's a bit bigger, which forces you to work even harder. Again, it's a really good one. Again, that's a baby-faced Mafu there. But again, those things for warm-ups are brilliant. It don't have to be a forward, it can be a back as well. Really, really good to help develop that strength. That will translate into all running patterns, all sidestepping, any strength work, all those sorts of things. So again, this is a similar one to the one we saw previously, but this is a tricep dip. And again, you're trying to hold that position. You can see the chap on the floor, Carlos, next to us in the white. He's, working quite hard to keep his head up there. And that's definitely an up and down pressure. But you can adjust them. I think this next one again is a press up. As you can see, he's not the smallest lad in the world. So you do. There is an element of sort of being a little bit careful. We toyed around with hand position. You could change it if you put the hand further on the back of the neck. It changes it. But you're definitely in an active position. You have to get active before the person touches your head, because otherwise your neck is then being moved. Create that tension first to then allow that stable base. Another one I just threw in there just because I'm a scrum nose, basically. We used to do these all the time. Oh yeah, that's me. Yeah. We used to do these all the time, and it's really challenging. You see, I was trying to find a load of other videos. I couldn't find them, but you do all sorts of things. So you're on someone's back, and then they got to get up off the ground, and they're trying to use their core, their body weight to try and get up. which is really difficult. It's really, really not easy.
Are you actually trying to stop them from getting up there, or is it just
No, it's just resistance.
just putting that weight on and
Yeah, it's just let you literally. I mean, you have to work as well as the person on top. You have to squeeze and get into there, but it's about trying to stand up, trying to develop that whole body strength to get in there, and then you're trying to falling down gracefully. No, there's all sorts of variations of that. We used to do some things like I'd say like you know how you get a hula hoop around your body? Not hula hoop, that's a crisp. You know what I mean? Hula.
they got to basically go full
go
circle around you.
body. So what we used to do is like you would have someone on your back, they'd be on you just like that, and then they have to climb around your body, stay off the ground, which was horrific if you got the wrong person, but really, really good. And then we did another one where you had to go under them. So you'd be on one side, you'd have to crawl under them, as in go under through their legs, but you have to stay off the ground again. So it's about working together. We did loads of stuff where you're in that scrum position and crawling. So what you said earlier about the knees off the ground, we used to do that last video I showed you where they're on the back. You would have someone on your back like that, and then you'd have to like crawl to the 22 in a scrum position, keeping your knees off the ground and maintain that straight flat back. Because again, your neck strength, certainly for our focus was scrum stuff.
If you found that useful, check out the full video, link at the end, share this with your forwards coaches, give the drills a try and let me know how they go. Happy coaching.